Alright folks, over the next couple days I'm going to be upgrading my sump. I'm going from this 60 gallon to this 100 gallon. I had this 60 gallon horse trough originally with just my 8 aquariums, but since I've added my expansion on, right now if the electricity were to go out, my sump would overflow. So I went ahead and got this 100 gallon horse trough. We're going to switch it over. My pump in the sump right here connected to this rod, so I'm going to have to do it early in the morning because I'm going to have to turn the whole system off. Cut this pipe right here to get my motor out because it's wedged in the horse trough. So I'll cut this pipe, get the new horse trough in there, put a coupling in there. Here's a couple of the supplies. I got this right here so I can drain my sump to my basement drain. So I got my attachments right here to go ahead and build one on this one right there. This brute trash can is going to be replacing my homemade filter of these Tupperware containers. This trash can is going to go in the sump like so. It's going to pretty much double my biofiltration. The whole trash can is going to be full of this lava rock. This is just one bag. I have 10 more bags of it, plus what's already in my Rubbermaid containers over there. So that whole trash can is going to be full of lava rock. This tub right here, I'm going to cut right about here all the way around just to have this bottom part of the tub. Then I'm going to drill holes all in it and make like a trickle tray. My filter pad's going to go in it. All the water will go through the filter pads, trickle through all the holes. That's going to be set inside of this on the top, and then all the water will trickle down through my biomedia and come out the bottom of the trash can to the pump that's going to go right here. The only thing I really don't have is I haven't gone and picked up some more filter pad. I have a white micro filter pad and some blue-white filter pad right there. I got to go pick up some more filter pad. I'll cut it to size. But I have quite a few modifications to do. I got to drill a bunch of holes in this trash can, cut this off, drill some holes in it, put this in the bottom of the horse trough. And I'm going to get it all ready so tomorrow morning I can just cut that pipe, pull the motor out, pull the pump out, move this horse trough, get that one in place, put the motor back in, fill it up with water, and start the system again. But once I do these modifications, I'll come back to you and show you what I've done. Okay, now for some of the modifications that I've done so far. I haven't put together my drain for the sump yet because I silicone the heck out of this gasket. That's all fresh silicone. That's the outside and the inside. Silicone both sides of that. There are rubber gaskets on both sides. That's just another added layer of protection. I don't ever just trust the rubber washers in between those bulkheads. So silicone both sides of that. Once that silicone's dry, I'll put together my drain system. So what I've done so far. Here's the trash can. I cut the lid out and cut part of the trash can out right there, only because this trash can is taller than what I have in there right now, and it's just a hair bit taller than my whole drain. So in order to fit in there, it's got to be cut out like that. What I've done to the trash can is cut all kinds of holes, just drilled, Swiss cheesed it, drill a whole bunch of holes in there, but only on half of the trash can. Stops right there, keep spinning it around, starts back right there. I did do just a couple holes around the bottom of the side without all the holes. Now there's a method to my madness, and there's a reason for this. When this trash can's in the sump, let's see, it's gonna go just like that. Here's the sump, trash can, my gutter drain is gonna come in right there. Water takes the path of least resistance, okay? So if I were to drill holes around the entire trash can at the bottom, water would go straight down through all my biofilter and come straight out this side, because that's the least resistance, because the pump's going to be right here pumping water back out. So over here against this wall would be stagnant water that would never move. There would be holes over here, but all the water would be coming out this side. So for just putting holes, I went like this, and I only put holes on this side of the trash can on the bottom. That way when water goes down, it's going to come through these holes, and it has to pull water around the trash can in the front and around the trash can in the back to get to the pump over here. So there'll be no stagnant, still water, not movement. I like all the water in my sump to have movement. The reason for that little line of holes at the bottom on this side is just so sludge and grime and buildup doesn't build up on this side of the trash can. It'll get pulled out through those holes, so there won't be a bunch of buildup in the trash can. The trickle tray, I took that blue tub, cut the bottom of it off, drilled a whole bunch of holes in it. It's gonna get set. It's gonna get set right here like that. My filter pads are gonna go inside of it, and this is just gonna disperse the water. A set of water, if I didn't have this trickle tray, water would come out of my gutter and go straight down, and all this biomedia would stay dry and never get any water touched to it. It would be a waste of biomedia. So this tray is going to help disperse. The water will come out of my gutter drain, hit the filter pads, and then disperse on this tray, and it's just going to spread the trickle of water out, so more of my biomedia is getting used for that beneficial bacteria. So this trash can will be full of lava rock. This tray will be right about there, full of my filter pad. The gutter will be coming in. This lid will be on top. As soon as that silicone dries, I'll put that drain system together, and then I'll cut that pipe, pull this horse trough out, slide that horse trough in. Now the reason I say I'm going to have to do it early in the morning, because when I cut this pipe, I'm going to have to put a coupling here, and that PVC glue I have to let dry for a minimum of 4 to 5 hours. It says 24 hours on the jar, on the can of the cement, but when I combine this system right here, I had to connect these pipes right here, right here, right there, and right there. So I had to put PVC cement in 4 places, and I let it dry for 5 hours, and it's held up just fine. So my system will be completely off and not running for 5 hours while that glue dries. So I'm going to do it first thing in the morning, so early in the afternoon I can plug it back up. I've also been asked why I have this pipe right here. It's just a little fountain pump that I have a hose connected to, and it's just to keep the top of the water agitated, because if the top of the water isn't agitated, you'll get this protein film. You ever seen a film in a creek, like in a little pool of water? That protein film, that's why I have all the tanks agitated like this too, just so none of my tanks in the sump don't get that protein film on top. You just keep all the water agitated. But this is my take on a DIY wet-dry trickle filter, just on a massive, huge scale instead of underneath of an aquarium. But I'll do another video once I get it all up and running. and I'll show you the inside of it, full of water, and how it's working when it's running. But until then, just keep watching for more videos. Thanks for looking.